Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-February general reading. Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Michelle and this is for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising. Okay Sagittarius, let's take a look. First off, I want to thank all of you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes and your hypes. I really do appreciate each and every one of you out there for continuing to support my channel. It truly does mean the world to me. Sagittarius, you've drawn the card of Goldilocks. Now, someone around you could have a sense of entitlement. If you're cross-watching for Sagittarius, this could be the Sagittarius, of course. It can be reversed energy, so always keep that in mind. But for the majority of you that are Sagittarians watching, this is someone around you. A sense of entitlement. They may come from privilege. They may kind of force their way in, if you will. Feel like they're taking back what is theirs. Goldilocks, yeah. There's immaturity around this as well, because usually people who are very entitled tend to be somewhat stunted in their growth, and that can be because of their upbringing. Or, as I said, some of them may have been quite privileged. So let's see, or just may not have, they may have been very fortunate enough to not have, really bad things happen to them in life. And bless them if that's the case, guys. I mean, wouldn't we all want to be that way? But also that tends to stunt maturity as well. So there's good and bad in everything, I suppose, Sag. Goldilocks. Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm also getting a sense here that someone felt entitled to try out different people to see which one was best for them. Could have been the energy of 3 in this card as well. So there may have been something that was troubled by third parties in the past. Let's see here, Sag. We'll put down these cards and we'll talk about them. This is for mid-February 2026. Okay, Sag, right in the center of this reading, and these are quite intriguing cards because they're double-sided. I do have you here as the Queen of Wands, actually, at the bottom of the deck there. So for you, it's not a sense of entitlement. It's more a sense of power. And actually, before I even get started here, I feel called to pull out an energy that is specifically related to you here as this Queen of Wands during this time period of mid-February 2026. This Queen of Wands energy for Sagittarius. Yeah, free will. You have free will. I'm getting a sense here of goddess energy when I talk about sovereignty. A free spirit. Well, that's you all over. Yeah, Sagittarius, when have you not been a free spirit? Your entire life. And you've always had free will. But with this Goldilocks energy, there does feel to me like some other entity in your life. Could be anybody. But whoever this is, I feel like they had a sense of entitlement to try other things. You know, we all have free will, of course, and I think that you recognize that. But some of you are getting confused with giving people perhaps a little bit too much space. That's a Sagittarius thing, guys. We tend not to control, we tend not to cling. We like to be sovereign, we like to be independent, we like to be the sovereign of our own lives, and so we grant that to others as well. But I get other people may take advantage of that, may not understand that there is a boundary there that you don't cross. So in the well, let's start with the middle. How about that? We do have the 7 of Swords here, and it's in its light aspect. These cards have a light aspect and a dark aspect. So this one here is the light aspect. Okay, I just got a message there from Spirit. It's in between. It's in between the light and the dark with this 7 of Swords, and that's understandable with the meaning of the card. So with this one, They're it's like pushing boundaries, crossing lines as they go, to see how far they can go, or to see how much they can get away with before they completely tether the connection. Not them, but you. Remember, you're this Queen of Wands. I feel that you have the power here to completely sever a connection. You have the power to say when it goes too far, like enough is enough. Yeah, and with Justice here in the past, and this is in its light aspect, and what I'm getting here is a very strong goddess energy. We have the goddess. I can't say the name here because unfortunately it has it's also the name of an organization that's not so good. Okay, so anyway, it's an Egyptian goddess we have up here. And that's the energy that I'm picking up around this card with Justice. Justice as light as a feather. And I think I had this for you not so long ago in a reading, where we had that card of Little Owl, which talks about wisdom as light as a feather, justice as light as a feather. It's about being judged for past behaviors, past decisions. It does feel to me a little bit like an equal exchange of energy with this Justice card. It may be because someone may have been perhaps more guilty or more to blame in the past, but now it's kind of leveled out. That won't be for all of you, but I do feel for some of you, you may have been putting out the blame on someone else, or they towards you, but now there's more of an equal exchange and understanding where things went wrong, went awry, where both people perhaps the energy level wasn't in balance, and it caused something to be dismantled, to be destroyed with that Justice card. But there does seem to be an energy or an awakening of some kind. Now we do have this Five of Swords, but it's showing up in the present energy in its dark or shadow aspect. You can barely make out these figures, I'm sure, on this card. It's such a dark energy. But here it is about It does feel very controlling, I have to admit, but especially with this Six of Wands. Now the Six of Wands is coming up in its light aspect. So I feel like there's an energy here of making sure that both of these cards speak to me of this Goldilocks energy, this entitlement. Like, it's my decision. That's the thing that I don't like in this reading, is that you have your own free will. You have the ability to make your own choices. This person, you're also granting them the same with that Justice card, but they may be not granting you that same equality. Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, I am getting this strong sense of entitlement with this Five of Swords. It's someone who's used to getting their way, used to getting victories. They are quite a strong person, a powerful person. They could be Leo or have strong Leo in their chart. There's probably someone who's gotten quite high in whatever their career is. They could be the CEO of a company, have their own business. They could have, I get an elevated status. And they know it. So there's a little bit of smugness there with that sense of entitlement as well. Now, we do have a victory coming up. And with that Ace of Swords, I do sense an awakening, an understanding. As your best path to follow, we do have the High Priestess. Now, she has turned her back in this card. I'll show you the front of the card. It's the High Priestess there, standing forward. But here the High Priestess has her back turned. So for you, it's making sure that you are self-aware enough when it comes to making your own choices and decisions. You'll make the right choice, you'll understand if you know why you're making a choice. We all have free will when it comes to choices, so I can't tell you, tarot can't tell you what to do. But what it can do, and what I can do as a reader, Sagittarius, is let you know that whatever decision you make, you have to make it with an understanding of the consequences. I feel like you know what you're getting into here. And knowing that it's likely to reoccur, what decision are you going to make based on that understanding? That's what I'm getting there with that High Priestess in reverse. Now we do have the Four of Cups, and this is more of a light energy with this card. There's distance here. There's not only there's a lot of swords energy with this reading, but emotionally, I feel like you're leaving your emotions out of this decision. Like in the past, you've made very emotional decisions, and you feel like perhaps they have been the wrong ones. Here, it seems like you're putting more practicality before your emotions. You're trying to think in terms of what is the wisest possible action that you can take. And so you're kind of putting distance around your emotions here. And doing the best thing for you. And with that comes victory, triumph. You do have the Eight of Pentacles here. And when it comes to this one, I do feel like there is help here. Assistance. I'm also getting a strong sense here of mastery when it comes to your emotions. You're mastering your emotions. I see this figure as you, and I also see this younger self, this I want to call it someone who is an apprentice. I also see that figure as you, Sag. So this is your older self teaching your younger self. For some of you, you would, if you could, go back in time to make different decisions based on the wisdom that you have now, but of course you can't do that. But I do feel you've learned a lot here, guys. You're still learning with that Seven of Swords, but you have already learned a lot, and you hope to put what you've learned into practice. You hope to be given the opportunity to do so. The outcome, as I said, is the Ace of Swords, and it is in its light aspect. And this is a card of victory. I mean, you've got the crown here. You're being crowned with wisdom. What is hidden here is the Eight of Swords. Now, excuse me, Nine of Swords. But I really like that energy because it's telling me that you, the way ahead is not barred. If you look at the other side of this card, this figure is still in bed. The way outside is barred. They can't get through the window there. They see the sun shining, but they can't get through. Here, it feels very much to me like you're finding your way through. And it's a much easier energy than you thought. I do get resolving conflict here as well, with justice. the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords, resolving conflict. With sovereignty, with independence, with free spirit. So it's not you having to... there is sacrifice, of course, in life. But in this case, I don't feel that you're sacrificing your independence. I don't feel that you're sacrificing your sovereignty or your freedom. That's one thing you won't do as a Sagittarian. I feel that you'd rather not be on this earth if you didn't have that free will. You are entitled to these things. That's one thing you are entitled to. I mean, we're not entitled to use others. We're not entitled to have a certain amount of material possessions in this life. We're not entitled to things that aren't ours or to things that we don't work for. But what you are entitled to is sovereignty over your own life, independence, and your own free choice. That's what you are. Absolutely entitled to. Yeah. So I feel like that's where you're at this point in time, is having learned that. It feels like maturity. It feels like growing up into this Queen of Wands energy. Yeah, a win-win outcome is forecast. That's that justice. That full moon in Libra energy, balance here. But balance is light as a feather. A win-win outcome is forecast. I love that for you, Sag. Balance achieved. And we also have a new start. We've got this new moon energy. A new start is on its way, absolutely. And meditate and contemplate. Yes, I do feel that with this Four of Cups. For some of you, I'm getting like a new love also on the horizon with that Four of Cups, or it is approaching. May not be completely around you yet. For some of you with this Goldilocks energy, it may have been that in the past somebody who was very entitled came into your life and disrupted the balance. I'm getting that for some. It won't be for all of you. When it comes to this romantic energy that I'm picking up for my Sagittarius, we do have flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Love that. They could be a bit of a flirt, Sag, or you are. You deserve love. You are lovable. I love this card for Sag because we have Artemis, the archer there. She is rising up her bow and setting her target towards what she wants. And of course, it's all about loving yourself first. As I said, with that High Priestess energy, it really is being self-aware enough to know the choice that you make and why you make it, why you make the choice. Coming from a place of being very aware of why you make choices in love. And we have wedding, so the situation could involve marriage. Hopefully not somebody else that's married. I hope that that's not the case, guys. Won't be for all of you, of course, but for some of you, yes. This person may have married someone else, Sag. But for a lot of you, I feel that this could be the person that you wind up marrying in the future, Sagittarius. Let's see, anything else that you need to know? Sagittarius, please. Mid-February 2026. Oh. Okay, yeah. For some of you, this person could be someone who is moved to write to you. But there could be like a third party or someone in the background there who is hostile, vengeful. So be mindful of that, guys. With that Queen of Wands energy, I don't think you have to worry too much. And trust, yeah. I feel that with that Five of Swords there, that sense of entitlement, it feels like someone's going to be stimulated or moved to write to you or talk to you. They're going to trust you with some information, Sagittarius, that you may have to keep secret, is what I'm getting from Spirit. And yeah, I feel like they are, you're encouraging them to, or emboldening them, or supporting them, or vice versa. This person could be doing that for you. Yeah, Sagittarius, I'm liking this energy. I really am. It's challenging. It's not an easy energy, but I do feel that that something is coming in for you that is a victory, a personal victory. But it is a win-win. It's that sense of equality there with that Justice card, where things were out of balance in the past. They will be balanced up, and I feel that you and this other person will get what you want out of the situation. It's not having... there's no drama here in terms of two people, but there is drama with somebody else who may be this entitled person here, guys. Feels entitled to do whatever they want, is what I just got from Spirit. They seem to lack boundaries. No boundaries, yeah. No boundaries there. I mean, when we think about Goldilocks, she just came barging in there and just felt entitled to take whatever she wanted, which was not hers. So I do feel like there is going to be a victory over anyone that has been acting in that way. You know, banishing someone who is like that, Sagittarius. I want to get one more card on this High Priestess. Actually, I want to get one from this. We have this card of panicking, alarmed, anxious, fight or flight energy. The best thing you can do is not put yourself into situations which could be dangerous, is what I'm getting. Now is not the time to take really crazy risks. Yeah, you'll get what you want, but it feels in a more subtle way. It's not manipulative, but I don't feel that you need to panic. Don't panic about anything. Don't do anything from a place of panic or fear, and you will get what you want. Okay, Sag, I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the very best. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store below. You can also just Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot, on Etsy. I wish you all the very best with this, Sagittarius. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and please do keep your comments down below coming. Love to read those. Just say hi. Tell me if you're enjoying these readings, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now, Sag.